What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to Second Street. I hope you're all having a very good day today here on the Saturday evening, Halloween Eve. Is there such a thing? Halloween Eve? I don't know. I guess if there is, if there is a such thing, there's nothing better to celebrate. There's nothing better to celebrate than a new LimP Bizkit album getting ready to come out on Halloween. Now, I just heard about this a couple of days ago. In case you guys didn't know, LimP Bizkit is one of my favorite bands. Absolutely love LimP Bizkit ever since they came out. And so I figured here before the album comes out today, you know, I was kind of digging back into the old memoirs. And not that I don't listen to LimP Bizkit plenty. I mean, I still do. Speaking of which, Fred, where's our Stampede or the Disco Elephants? Or you know what I'm talking about? Where's it at? I guess it was on a laptop and it got stolen or some shit. Isn't that the urban legend? It was on the old laptop and got stolen. I don't know. You let me know. What do you guys think? Is it true? Is it true? Did it really get taken by? I don't know. But let me know down in the comments below if you're here watching. Let me know what you think about LimP Bizkit. If you've ever, you know what? When's the first time you ever remember hearing about LimP Bizkit? Do you remember? What was the first song that you heard? Anybody remember? Let me know down in the comments below. And what is your favorite song? What's your favorite song by LimP Bizkit? What's your favorite album? Do you have a favorite album? Or do you hate LimP Bizkit? Because LimP Bizkit is definitely one of those kind of bands. You know, LimP Bizkit is like black licorice. Right? LimP Bizkit is like black licorice. And yeah, Dixie, LimP Bizkits, yep. LimP Bizkit is kind of like black licorice. You either like it or you don't. There is no in between, right? There's no in between when it comes to these sort of things, and that's kind of how I guess really it's almost been that way from the get-go. It's almost been that way from the get-go, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But yeah, they've got this new album getting ready to drop tomorrow called oh man. Let me see if I can. You know what? I completely forgot to. There we go. All right, dude. Did I just figure that? Look, on the fly, man. On the fly. I'm getting good at this damn thing. But they have this new album coming out called titled "Still Sucks." LimP Bizkit still sucks, and I got to tell you, look at the album cover there. You can take a look at it. Looks something very LimP Bizkit. We'll put it to you that way. It's been 10 years since they dropped an album. Can you believe that? I can't believe that. Has it been that long? And I wouldn't, I didn't really think about it, but that it's been that long. Oh, how'd this get out of that order that bad? Oh, okay. Since Gold Cobra came out. And this was sure as shit 2011, man. Whew. Wow. Let's talk about the chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. We'll get there. We'll get there for sure. But one of the things I was asking Trev is, what's the first time you ever heard of Limp Bizkit? What was the first song you ever heard? Do you have a favorite album? Do you like Limp Bizkit? Do you hate them? Let me know. Let me know. The first time I ever heard him, and like I said, I had to kind of go back to, just a couple of things going on here. Because the first time I ever heard of Limp Bizkit was I seen them live in concert. Now, this was at a Korn concert. This was back in 1996. Yes, whew. Man, 1996. Is there any, like, how many people weren't born in oh, well, I guess we got Trev and, okay, I see the people here we've got in the chat. I'm pretty sure all of you guys were born and alive in 1996. These group of guys I've got right here for sure. I'm willing to believe that. I'm willing to believe that. But the first time I ever heard of him was we went to this concert up in Lawrence, Kansas. Me and a couple of friends. We went up to Lawrence. I remember, being all psyched, ready for the show. It was basically like the second kind of big concert that I ever been to. Before that, the first big concert I've been to was who was there? Life of Agony, Typo Negative, Manhole, and I want to say there was another band. That was like my first, like big concert, like big bands, other than that, went to a concert, a couple of local concerts, local to where I lived, and some friends' bands and shit like that, and just other kind of bigger bands, just different things like that, kind of the scene going on there in the mid 90s. And so we ended up going up to Lawrence because we had some friends that lived up there and everything. And so we went there. Yeah. So we went there, went to the show, and remember being psyched up. We were staying with some friends, but I also remember when we got there and got ready for the show, like I started feeling sick. Like I was like, man, I don't know what it was. Like I had it wasn't 3-2 flu. I hadn't been drinking or anything. But I felt terrible. Well, I can't even remember who. I think there was an opening band before the show, and then there was Limp Bizkit had come on, and we'd never heard of Limp Bizkit before, fucking ever. And I just remember it was a great show. It was a great show. Also, Delinquent Habits was there. They were kind of this Delinquent Habits is kind of hard to explain. I think they were somehow maybe, man, I can't even remember who they had to deal with. I want to say it was like Cypress Hill or something that kind of interconnected that way, and like that's kind of how they're. If I'm mistaken, I'm not for sure. They weren't a band I really know about as well. And then Korn headlined the show. Now the thing is at this show, my friend Mike, after the show he got to go. He snuck backstage. Like he went around the back of the venue, and everything was kind of going on behind the scenes. He ended up getting inside behind the. I'm pretty sure he went outside, and he got in, and he got photos and everything there with Jonathan Davis, Fieldy, Head, all them guys, just like all of them. And you could even see some with like Fred Durst in the background and shit hanging out. And that was the first time we ever heard of them, and that's kind of why I went back to see what Life is Peachy, and because I went in there to dig out this other thing. Where was it? No, not here. I'm not sure why it was over here, but this ticket for the first time I ever seen. First time I ever seen Korn. First time I ever seen Limp Bizkit. And again, this was back in 1996. Holy shit, when did this album come out? It's in 94. Man, had Korn been around that long at that point? I guess so, because it was when Life is Peachy came out. It was 2 days. It was 2 days after Life is Peachy came out. It would have come out on a Tuesday when albums typically come out, which would have been the 14th. But Wednesday, October 16th, 1996. Like, you can't even really barely see that on this ticket. Oh, come on. There we go. You can't even really see that on this ticket at all. Like, a lot of the, I don't know, can you? Like, it's I was gonna say it's hard for me to see. Looking at just, you know, here in person. You know what I mean? Like, it almost looks more legible there on the screen. It almost looks more legible on the screen. Is that ridiculous? But this was Wednesday, October 16th, 1996. This was 2 days after Korn's Life is Peachy album came out. It was 2 days after that. And so it was kind of, like I said, it was the second big show I had ever went to. And you know, we like I said, we went to Lawrence, Kansas for the show, and it was great. And like I said, you know, we ended up, I can't remember if it was at that show or one of the other next shows that we ended up getting this right here, the LimP Bizkit demo tape. Now this right here, as you can see, it's for promotional use only. It's got these 3 songs. It's got Counterfeit, Pollution, and Stuck. And every single one of these like songs, like these all, like DJ Lethal isn't on these 3 songs. Where by the time you get to their first album, which came out in 1997, and I can't remember the exact date. I'd have to look up the exact date of when this exact album came out. But I do remember it was right around 4th of July. Because I remember back home hanging out with my friends and shit, this album came out. And I remember it was still very new as we celebrated Independence Day. We went down to the river. We were all drinking, smoking, just having a good time by the time this came out. And I think by the time this album came out, we had already seen them probably, like, I want to say 2, maybe 3 times by the time this album even hit the shelves. We had seen them. Like I said, the first time was there with Korn. I mean, maybe we should look at that date. Like, what was that? What was that release date? Let's see if we can look this up really quick. Where would that be under? Where would we look that up at here? Okay, there we go. Release date was July 1st, 1997. Right? So this first time we seen them was in October. Again, what would we say? October 16th of 1996. And so it was nearly a year later by the time we even got the album. Now, we had seen them then, and I want to say, God, did Korn come back through, or who did we see? I know we seen them again. I know we ended up seeing them again as well. But yeah, they got this new album coming out. Let's get here into the chats. But yeah, I can't wait to hear this album, see what it's like, because like I said, I was there pretty much from like the very start. Because we seen them on that first tour with Korn, and I believe that was the first tour that they went out on any kind of national tour, any like big tour at all. And so it was like it was pretty fucking like I said, we got this tape right here that's got these original, and you can see the names on there. You know, Fred Durst, Wes Borland, John Otto, Sam Rivers, and Scott Borland does keys on select songs. He does keys on select songs. So which is probably Stuck. Maybe Counterfeit, but this is very like, maybe I'm thinking somehow we got to get this. Maybe we'll have to do that on the Discord and get this to play for you guys one of these days. But yeah, got that right there. And yeah, let's get here into the chats and see what all you guys are what all you guys are flapping your fingers about. Okay. Oh man. I'm indifferent to LimP Bizkit. When 96, yeah. Was it? Ryan Willie says my favorite was always "Don't Go Off Wandering" from Significant Other. You know what? That's a great song too. That's the one with. Oh wait, no. I was thinking that's the one with Scott Weiland on it, but it's not, is it? Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sure it's got to be the one playing in my head right now. I can't. Obviously, we can't listen to it on stream. Otherwise, I'd happily put this shit on stream and where we could sit here and listen to it right now. What's up, Wayne? How you doing? Oh man. Chad says "Rollin' or Nookie" was my first LimP Bizkit song. All right. Yeah, I was gonna say that, like, by that time, man, they were huge by that point. And yo, well, you can see I went ahead and put this shirt on for the night. This LimP Bizkit shirt is got it's like the Burger King logo, and here on the back it says "Have It Our Way." And I want to say I got that at probably the second show that we seen him at. And I'll tell you, obviously very new metal. You either like it or you don't. You know. In together now, says Trev. Yeah, shut the fuck. Fucking Trev. Oh, I really thought my boss was kidding me when he told me about this. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Talking about what? I love in Zoolander, one of my favorite jokes is when you hear Mugatu say, "Look at all the beautiful people," and there's a little Kim and Fred Durst. Yeah, he's all like, I think that's what it was too. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Oh man. That's funny. Are they a Christian band? Yeah. Actually, you know what? Like Fred Durst very much is a Christian and all that, and you know he don't mind talking about all that stuff, but it's not like anything that I would say that he necessarily actively pushes out there in his music. Oh man. Ryan Unknown says their cover of Behind Blue Eyes is great. Not a good band in my opinion. Otherwise, yeah, I was gonna say, and you know that cover was okay. Again, and it's not that I don't like covers as well, but I mean I like LimP Bizkit's music. So yeah, Eternal, thank you so much for being here. So I think their Faith cover was the first time I heard of them. Okay, I was gonna say, and that was definitely one of the things that kind of got them big and blown up on the scene anyway from that first album anyway. Because I don't know, would that have been like, I don't even know that was necessarily their first. Was it their first single? I can't even remember, man. But it's been that long ago. It's been that long ago that we've seen them and got, you know, this here. Let me switch back over to here. There we go. I got this the CD right here, the $3 bill, y'all. When this one came out, and in here I've got here. This was one of the other times. This was after the after $3 bill, y'all, had come out, and it was before and it was before Significant Other. But we got to see them. We went to we were in Denver, Colorado, and probably like one of the strangest lineups that you'll ever see, man. Like it was just two bands. It was LimP Bizkit and Faith No More, and believe me when I say I absolutely love both of those bands. Absolutely love Faith No More and LimP Bizkit, and it was definitely one hell of a show. We'll get into that here in just a minute. So let's see. Because the first time I heard of them. Maybe take a picture, Trinity, of it. Of what? Oh yeah, the yeah. Yeah, dude, it's so faded now. I'm like, dude, like, I, I know what it says. I remember when it was. Um, yeah, Faith was always on the HMV commercials. What's HMV? Probably my first two. Okay, yeah, yeah, and it really was too. You know, and it's kind of sucks too because you know it thinks about like imagine what they did with that. You know, they kind of got made it big with that song, and it's a good one too. It's a perfectly good cover, but also think about like another one of my favorite bands out there, Alien Ant Farm. You ever heard of Alien Ant Farm? They're fucking great. But they did that fucking Michael Jackson song, and it was a pretty decent song. But like, I feel like that's all they're known for. Where if you go listen to all their albums, they are fucking great. They are great. But yeah. First Korn album I listened to was Follow the Leader. I've been a huge fan ever since. All right. All right. Yeah, Follow the Leader. I mean, like I said, I think Korn I first got into on their very first album. And then like I said, we were there to see them live 2 days after Life is Peachy had come out. And yeah, they're great. Seen them a couple of times. Seen them a couple of times. Yeah, Korn have recorded a new album already. They just haven't talked much about it. Jonathan did confirm it months ago. Okay. Yeah, sweet. Corn and LimP Bizkit, that sounds like something that tastes like crap. Yeah, yeah. Add in a little Deftones, and there you go. Oh, man. All right, here. There we go. That helps. I wish I was born earlier to see all these bands live. I know, man. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. It was a good time. It was a good time. It was a good time for seeing shows. There's a song on the new album called there's a song on the new album called Snacky Poo. It'll probably be the best song because that's how us Limsters roll. Right? Snacky Poo, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I haven't really heard anything about it until the other day when RC Scott tagged me in a post on Instagram. I was like, oh, holy shit, already? I'm like, damn. Like, I figured I'd have heard something a little bit sooner, but it's like, oh, no, yeah, here in a couple days. Bam, done. The album has weird song titles, but it's all about the music. Yeah. I know the stream is about mainly LB, but I need new Disturbed and Mudvayne albums. It's been so long. Yeah, Disturbed is they're all right. You know, Mudvayne, yeah. But you know, Mudvayne kind of did that to themselves. Yeah. One time when we went and seen this show down here on Sunset. God, what was that? Was it the Henry Fonda Theater maybe? And we went there, and Mudvayne was there. Life of Agony. God, man, who else? There's a couple other bands that were there too, and yeah, it was like, I don't know. Regardless to say, we almost ended up duking it out with some motherfuckers out in the crowd anyway. But yeah, anyway, yeah, you got spam. Yeah. Absolutely. Oh, you know what? All right, here. All right. Don't make me regret this. Don't make me regret this, Trev. I think there was I think Street was there for Molly Cruz's first album too. 19. No, dude. I wish, dude. You know, honestly, I wish I would have been there for Too Fast for Love. Seriously, I would have loved that. Like, that's my shit. That's my shit. Yeah, absolutely. It's a new Primus album. Yeah. Just give me power. Yep, I did. Damn, Trev. Damn. Can't even believe I just did that. But so I know one of the other times, and like I said, this may have been like the third time that I had seen them. We ended up we got to meet them. This was after the album came out. Obviously, we got signatures here. This one is Got this. Okay, I got Sam and John here. So this one must. Oh, this one must be Fred down here on the bottom, and then Wes right up here. I think the only one we didn't meet was DJ Lethal. So you got Sam I Am. And here you got John Otto. And this was like I said, this was in Denver. Oh wait, you know what? This is Wednesday, October. Oh man. Oh man. He wrote all over it. I can't see what date it was. I could probably trace it back pretty simple, but Wednesday, October something in 1997. You know what? I forgot. We got this. Actually, we got this one right over here. This date right here. Before where we at? Right here. This was another time I ended up seeing them. With Deftones and Will Haven. Back in, God, when was this one? When would this show have been? Oh, it says on there, December 12th. And that would have been December 12th, probably. Oh, you know, I guess that would have been after this, probably after this show right here, because it would have been 1997 at that time. Man, I'm wondering if that might have been December 12th. 96 maybe. Man, I'm curious now. Right? Yeah. Okay, it was 97. All right. Yeah. All right. That show would have been, because I don't think I have the tickets. I don't think I have the ticket stub for that show. So it would have been after this one, because this one was October 97 when we went to Denver and seen this show. And you know what? At this show, like I said, it was only the two bands. It was LimP Bizkit and who opened up the show, and Faith No More. This was all before the second album even came out. So this would have probably been the third time that I had seen them. And like I said, we got to meet all the band except for DJ Lethal, and I can't even remember where they said he went to or where he was. Yeah, so we got to go there, see the show. Good stuff. And then, yeah, like I said, we've seen him with Deftones, and this was the first. I believe this was. God, have I seen Deftones since then? I want to say I've seen Deftones one other time, a little more recently, but I can't remember. I can't remember on that one at all, man. But yeah, ended up seeing the show, and again, great shows. This Deftones show, right here in particular, was one of the, and that might have been more the show where I got this shirt. But no, because I think this might have been the first time we seen him. But this show right here was one of the best fucking shows I ever seen. Fucking, it was when Chino Moreno was still a little skinny son of a bitch. He was all young, bouncing around the fucking stage diving. He climbed up on the fucking stacks. He fucking jumped that dude. The motherfucker was nuts. And I heard before that he was even more nuts. Before that, like on their first tour, when they were touring, on their first album, which was that one just self-titled? Can't remember all of a sudden. No, Adrenaline. It was Adrenaline. Yeah, it was just good. I don't know, man. Good shit, man. Deftones is fucking, yeah, just badass, dude. It was a good time. It was a good time. And it was always fun seeing Limp Bizkit too. And like, again, all these shows that we're talking about right here are before their second album ever even came out. Where I've seen all these shows, and like I said, it's probably probably seen like four or five times before their second album ever even came out, and it was always good. And the thing is, like, that early stage on that first album, what I liked about them was kind of what I kind of seen the kind of direction where they might be going. And then when a Significant Other came out a couple of years later, that was 97. What was this one? 99. Damn, 3 years later. That's crazy to think about. 3 years later. Shit. Holy shit. Whew. Man. And that was a crazy time too. By the time you fast forward a few years from, like I said, the first time I ever seen him back in 1996 to seeing him there with Faith No More and Deftones. Like, that was like that was the early years of a lot of this shit. Like, Deftones, they were still fairly new on the scene. That show I seen that I was talking about right here. When we went to this show, this was on there I believe it was on the Around the Fur tour. That we went and seen them. But you know what? One thing I forgot to mention was that the time there when we went to the show and we seen them in Denver, where it was Limp Bizkit and Faith No More. That was the first and only time I ever seen them play the song Stinkfinger from their first album. First and only time ever. And like I said, at that time, that probably would have been like the fourth time I seen them. So I'd seen them like 3 times prior to that and had never seen them play Stinkfinger. And I don't think I've ever seen them play it again since. And it's not like I've seen them play hundreds of times since then. But it was really good. It was a really great fucking time. Because thinking about that, 1996, I wouldn't even be. Dang. 96. I might have been, no, I was probably like 17 years old. I was probably 17 years old. I bet you I used a fake ID to get into not even a fake ID, just somebody else's ID to get into that show. Yeah, because, yeah. I think that day in 96, my birthday hadn't, yeah, I would have been, yeah, I wasn't even 18 yet. I was still 17. Yep. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. First time I seen him. And then like I said, we've seen him all these times leading up their first album. You know, got the that cassette single, and then this right here. And these original demo songs, these songs are fucking great. They sound they've got a different sound to them than the versions of Pollution, Counterfeit, and Stuck that you get on the album. They are a little bit different. Like, Fred breaks it down a little bit more on Pollution. Counterfeit is a lot the same. I believe that's the one that's the most the same. And then Stuck as well. Just great stuff. Chess is shit, 96 shit. I was 1. That's funny. Okay. Deftones is my jam. Yeah. Yeah. Primus has a new album. Are they working on one? I don't know. I thought I heard somebody talking about him recently. Big rumor ongoing. The Slipknot is releasing a new song tomorrow, but I doubt it. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm not a big Slipknot fan either. Like, I like their first couple, maybe few albums, and then it's kind of like, I don't know. But I mean, they're pretty good. They're not terrible. They're not terrible. Lucas Texvenger, my man, what is up? Are you still in Boston? Or yeah, Boston. How you doing, man? Fuck Faith No More. Hadn't heard of them in forever. Oh, dude, yeah, Faith No More, dude. They're the best, man. We actually bumped into and met Mike Patton before one of their shows. We seen him and Danny DeVito outside the venue. That was outside of the Palladium down in Hollywood. We met Mike Patton. I didn't like. I don't really want to get into that shit because it's gonna fucking upset me. But I didn't get a picture with Mike Patton, but my friend sure fucking did. Let me put it to you that way. So, anyway, yeah. Um, didn't they play a year or two of Ozfest? I'm sure they did. Because I know I seen, you know what? That was probably another one of the times I seen them, too. Because, God, but at that time, oh man, had Significant Other come out by that time? I don't even know if man, when was that? Because we went to, I want to say it was like the second Ozfest, and LimP Bizkit was there. So was System of a Down. So was Tool, Megadeth, Life of Agony, Snot, Ultra Spank. God, Mike Borden was Mike Borden was playing with Ozzy there too. Yeah, it was Ozzy. It wasn't Sabbath. Um, let's see. God, who else was there? Seven Dust was there. I believe, yeah, Seven Dust was there. Pretty sure Seven Dust was there. Because that was around when Home came out. Home would have been coming out around that time. Yeah. But I know they were on at least one because I did see them. And yeah, they blew the fucking roof off of that place at the Sandstone in Kansas City. And like we ended up sneaking forward, like Fred Durst kind of, and that was the thing, is like always kind of rowdy, always kind of fucking like a rebel rouser, man. And like he fucking like he says like he didn't like basically a lot of people ended up kind of rushing up front to the stage and shit. And I ended up getting towards the front there during the LimP Bizkit show. We were there by during Megadeth, which was loud as fuck. Dude, I'm telling you, Megadeth was fucking loud, dude. It was outdoors, and that shit was just like, dude, it was, yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, Faith No More though, yeah, they're one of my favorite bands. Not a huge Deftones fan. Chino's singing kind of puts me to sleep. I like Chino. Like I like a lot of their older shit. I like most of their older, like their first few albums is the good shit. Like man, I don't know, man. Like their self-titled album. That album is fucking great. But then, like obviously, like Around the Fur, one of their best. A lot of my friends would say White Pony probably, but like, man, I don't know, man. I feel like Around the Fur is probably better. I feel like Adrenaline might be their best, but I feel like my favorite is their self-titled album. That album's fucking great, man. That album's fucking great. Bro, that spam Jesus. Feel like we need to be smoking in the garage, listening to tunes, having this conversation. I know, right? And that's like this is like something probably should do in like the Discord, right? Should do this in the Discord. Yeah. Feel like yeah. Romeo, my man, what is up? Said Fred complimented my beard. But the show is weak. Mostly the DJ mixing Nirvana and other songs and only parts of their own songs. Really? What tour was that on? What tour was that on? I think the most recent time I seen them, it would have been after Gold Cobra came out for sure. It would have been, oh man. You know what? I might actually have that. Let me see here. No. Is this it? I think this. Oh no! Dang it! Yeah, the Epicenter Festival. When was that though? Come on, give me some details. Oh, come on! No, 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 no! Come on! Why can't they give me some details? It says March 14th. Doesn't tell me what year it was. Yeah, we went and seen him. Fatal J, what is up, my man? How are you doing? Where you been, man? Where you been? I've seen you dropping some videos. Man. I got respect for that Fred Durst. He did not have talent, but he worked hard to be mediocre. That's not a jab, but he know how to flow with his band. Well, you know, like, I gotta be honest, like, because the album that they didn't have Wes Borland on, see, we're jumping ahead. You're making me jump ahead here. But that album, I really like that album. But, like, I like what he does. But the real talent is the chaotic one, fucking Wes Borland, and what he does. You know? Obviously Sam Rivers and John Otto have a lot to do with that as well. I really feel like DJ Lethal added a lot to the band as well. And when the first time that we seen them, that they actually had DJ Lethal with them, it was like, damn, man, like, it was a fucking change up. It was like, shit, like, this is fucking, like, it definitely added to it. But yeah. Yeah, like, I was gonna say he's good. Like, it depends on what you want to do. For what he does, he's the best at that. At that. You know what I mean? He's not a rapper. He's not like a rock artist. He's kind of, I mean, if anything, like, it would be more pop, if anything, you know, more based. But yeah. 14, I was 16. Yeah. His scream was a beauty. Yeah. Oh, weird. How's it feeling being a Snyder bro right now? Weird that LB never released the Unquestionable Part 2. Part 1 was great. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. The Unquestionable 2 part. Yeah, would have been great. Yeah. So Not We Are Not Your Kind was bad in my opinion. Too many interludes. We Are Not Your. Which one was that? Would that have been like their fourth album? Would that have been like their fourth album? I think. I can't remember. Yeah. Must have been. Corey Taylor is a beast. Corey Taylor is all right. You want to know like one of the albums they did was that second Stone Sour album. That album fucking rocks. It's all completely anti-Bush fucking political garbage that he's spewing out of his mouth most of the time. But that album is fucking great. It fucking jams, man. It rocks. That second Stone Sour album. Corey Taylor, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. There's something about Corey Taylor though I just don't like. There's just something about him I don't like. But he's pretty good. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good vocalist. He's pretty good at what he does. Like Fred Durst, kind of like that similar kind of thing. Yeah, Megadeth. Yeah, lineup sounds awesome. Yeah. Listen to is it out already? What are you talking about? Listen to a new album right now. What? Yeah. It wasn't their own tour. It was a festival. I guess they just postponed it. Oh yeah. I forget Romeo. You're there overseas. Like LimP Bizkit probably fucking tours overseas. What do they do? They probably do like 3 shows a year where you live at. Fucking like they tour the United States once every decade. Fucking no. I better be careful. Yeah, how is it? I'll wait to listen to the album once it's on Spotify. Yeah, as I said, that's what I was waiting for. I figured I can either find it on figured I could either find it on Apple or it'll come on Amazon, but it's only 8 o'clock here, so it's like it wouldn't be out yet. It wouldn't be out yet. Yeah. But yeah, no fair, Romeo. It was like Friday night. I feel like it's October 3rd, just like last year, right? But anyway, moving on. The next album, Limp Bizkit's Significant Other. Man, this album, like I was saying earlier, this album took everything and a step in a whole. I mean, not even a different direction or anything, but just kind of a direction I kind of felt they were gonna go towards. Where their first album was a little harder, is a little heavier. This album started, they incorporated more DJ Lethal, brought kind of more of a little hip hop beat to a lot more of their music, and they did some experimentation a little bit more. Fred Durst kind of played to a female audience to do what he can there to get them in there as well. And it was just, you know what a time to be alive, man. What a time to be alive. It was absolutely great. Absolutely great here getting onto this album. And I think at this time, by 99, God, I think I'd only seen them after this album came out maybe once. Maybe once soon after this had come out. And obviously the biggest song everybody remembers off of this one is Nookie. You know what I mean? Nookie was an absolutely great song. You know, they did obviously In Together Now that they did with Method Man. Another great song. But this album, like, to me, like the first album is as well. Just jam-packed with great songs from fucking start to finish. The second album to me is no different than that. I mean, just getting in from the intro clear to the end. Now, the one thing I do remember is there's this song on here. Actually, there's two different songs on here. I believe it's let's see, Show Me What You Got, and maybe it was Trust. It might have been Trust and Show Me What You Got. When they were touring back before this album came out, I want to say it was before this one. They were doing this show, and they had this whole like Ladies' Night in Cambodia theme and everything, and they did this song, and I can't remember the name of the song for the fucking life of me right now. But they did this song. There was actually, the song was kind of these two songs, the riffs from these two songs together. I believe it was Trust and Show Me What You Got. They took both of these, this riff from this one song, and they kind of split it into two songs that is here on this album. And this album right here, man, one that kind of came out of nowhere. You know, like at this time, like Limp Bizkit was a big thing. I remember when Nookie came out, kind of one of the things they did for the campaign is, remember they went and they did a lot of filming. They filmed that video on top of that building, and they were sitting there jamming and shit, and Fred Durst ended up getting arrested and all that. Supposedly that really happened. I don't know. But this album right here, man, when it came out, man, absolutely great album. And again, 1999, man, it was again one of those kind of times when I don't know, it was just a great time in music, I guess, because there was kind of really a lot going on. Like we seen like Korn had started off in, was it 94, and then wasn't that 94? Was it 94 95 when the first album came out? Pretty sure that says 94 on there. Man, that's crazy. Fucking 1994, this first Korn album, man. 1994. 1997 on the Limp Bizkit. So like 3 years later, but that was when, you know, a couple years. Man, crazy to think that it was all that like it happened that fast. Like this, because like Korn really did change a lot in the music scene, because they were really like the first band that was like new metal that kind of came on the kind of metal scene, I guess, rock scene, if you will, with their different sound. And then I think they were touring with Deftones at the time, who had the kind of their different sound. And you can definitely say that Deftones of all these bands, say like these three in particular, because around those times you would have considered all of these bands to be kind of together, grouped together. Korn, LimP Bizkit, and the Deftones. They did touring together. They all kind of knew each other and shit like that. So like you get in like I think when I think about those days, I think Korn, LimP Bizkit, and Deftones, and not necessarily in that order. And Deftones of all those kind of really definitely took it a different route. Where, I mean, were they there on the explosion of kind of the new metal and kind of maybe associated with that? I think so, but I don't think they were that necessarily either. And what are they exactly? I mean, because they seem a little more kind of artsy, if you will. But just, you know, Deftones was always really great too. Always really great too. But yeah, like I said, Significant Other come out, and yeah, like I said, this album comes out and from start to finish. I mean, we got Just Like This, Nookie, Break Stuff, absolutely fucking great, Rearranged, and I mean, I think all of those, those first three songs, or I don't think Just Like This had a video, but Nookie, Break Stuff, and Rearranged all had music videos. I'm Broke was another good one. Nobody Like You, absolutely great song. Don't Go Off Wandering, yeah, another good one. 1999, dude, fucking love that song. In Together Now, they did a video for that. Yeah, they did a video for that one. Trust, No Sex, Show Me What You Got, Lesson Learned. Just absolutely fucking great stuff all over this album. I even got here on the wall. I mean, you guys probably see it in like some of the videos and shit. I got this that LimP Bizkit. I guess it's kind of this. I don't know what they call that thing. Tapestry or some shit like that. Cloth poster thingy. Yeah, good stuff, man. Good stuff, and man, it brings us into the album after that. How much longer until the new album drops? You know what? I honestly, I don't know. I don't know. It depends. It depends on when they drop it. If they drop it at like the East Coast time at midnight, well, for me, that's in about an hour. But yeah, Waste of the first track in a different name. I have no clue. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm being that person who don't watch the trailer to the movie and just saying, you know what? I'm gonna go watch them. I'm gonna go to the theater and watch that fucking movie because it's something I'm interested in. I'm not even gonna watch the trailer. I only know the album cover. I only seen the album cover. That's all I know. And all I know is LimP Bizkit still sucks. Yeah. They were on the Family Values tour and they played Woodstock 99. Yeah, they were definitely, yeah. Oh, dude. Woodstock 99. Some would say, did they? I don't know. Somebody, if I remember right, didn't they say that like it seemed like Fred Durst was kind of instigating shit there too? I can't remember. I can't remember. I remember Seven Dust was there on the bill also. Absolutely great stuff. First track is Pollution. Oh man, that's funny. Music is a time machine. Yeah. Absolutely. We cut out the parental advisory, sadly. What do you mean? What do you mean? On the albums? Ryan Wiley says Significant Other was the first album I ever bought with my own spending money. My mom left me to bang a boyfriend for a weekend and left me at my friend's house. Spent all my money on it. Yeah, dude, it is a great album too, man. It was a good one. It was definitely a great album. And again, yeah, one of my favorite albums of theirs too. Like I like all their albums, and when we get into this next one, is where we can chop it up about the next one. At 10 p.m. here, most likely I will be available at 12. Yeah. Hasn't leaked yet. Must be because they are independent now. Yeah. Yeah, maybe so. I mean, if that's the case, where's that Stampede of the Disco Elephants? Damn it! Where's my Stampede of the Disco Elephants, Fred? Pollution, the propaganda, build a bridge, story, roll. Live it out to show what you got. Reruns the tree. What are you talking about, Romeo? Oh man, that's funny. I am True Skills. What is up, my man? How are you doing? I hope all is well. We're just here live streaming talking about LimP Bizkit. They're getting ready to drop a new album on Halloween. So kind of here just to talk a little bit about LimP Bizkit, my experience with LimP Bizkit. Like I said, I was pretty much there from the inception, man. From the inception, back in 1996, man. Been down for a long time. Which, speaking of which, God, when was this? What year was this that this album came out? 2000. Is that right? Oh man, what the hell? Is that right? 2000, huh? You know, I need to get this one uploaded too. 2000. Wow. Which would have been a year later than Significant Other in 99. Yeah. Significant Other in 99. And then in 2000, man, it did seem a little quick too. The chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. This one right here. Now, when this album came out, I liked it. It was good, but it wasn't one of my favorite albums at the time. Like, it really took a long time for this album to really grow on me as an album. I mean, I liked it, but it definitely wasn't one of my more favorite albums by them. But now, going back and listening to the album and just all their albums and everything, and get in and start listening to them, like, it's such a great fucking album, and I just didn't appreciate it as much at the time as much as I do now. We got the intro. We got Hot Dog. My Generation is a good one. Full Nelson, another good one. My Way. Rollin', Air Raid Vehicle. Living It Up, another good one. The One, Get Your Groove On. Take a Look Around. That's the one from the James Bond movie. Didn't they use it in like a James Bond movie or some shit? Take a Look Around. That was a good one too, man. Take a Look Around. It'll Be Okay. Boiler. Hold On. And Rollin', Urban Assault Vehicle version. This was this was one at the time when this one came out. I didn't like it as much as I enjoyed the first two albums. It was still a good album, but now I can tell you these days, fast forward 20 years later, this album is one that I definitely appreciate a lot more now than I did back then. And again, it's another one that's just absolutely great. LimP Bizkit just kind of doing their thing, and this kind of music that they make, like where it gets kind of crazy. It gets kind of crazy and chaotic, but I really feel underneath a lot of it, like Fred Durst really has some serious shit to say within the confines of a lot of the music that they do, in what they're saying, in what he's saying. Mission Impossible 2? Yeah, I think it was Mission Impossible 2. Yeah. Lifestyle reaction to added style. Dirty Rotten Biscuit. Yeah, I would like to do that. I'm probably not gonna be streaming that long. But if we are, hey, maybe so. If we are, maybe so. Let me ask you a question. How'd you get that? How did that beef with Eminem start? I'll be honest with you, I don't know about that. You should stay another 50 minutes until it drops, my dude. I might. We'll see what we'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going on. How did that beef for them? Yeah, I'm not for sure, but I do remember. I certainly do remember that beef, cause God, I want to say they even did a song together and shit. Like yeah, they even did, cause that was around the same time. I think he even like on this album he even gives him a shout out. Slim Shady, the crazy ass cracker. Drain, a brand new drug for your vein. Yeah. My Generation is probably my favorite Limp Bizkit song. It's a good one. It's a good one. We don't give a fucking. We won't ever give a fuck until you. Yeah, it's a fucking. It's a good one. It's a good, and that's the thing. Like Fatal J was saying earlier. Like he's not the best, right? He's not like the best. He's like, but what he does, he's fucking great at. What he does, he's fucking great at, and that's okay. If you're like, look. If you can only do one thing, be the fucking best at it and do it great. Fred Durst does exactly that. For what he does, he's the fucking best. Look, and if you want to argue that, I got another name for you that I'm going to toss out there. If you're going to be the best at what you do, be the best at what you do. Even if it's only the one thing. Devin Hester. He should play for the Chicago Bears. Number 23, my man. Devin Hester, man, this motherfucker led to some of the absolute best times in football watching history of this millennium, anyway. Certainly of this millennium. Teams were scared shitless. They would kick the fucking ball out of bounds. Let him start at the 20-yard line. Just to not have to guard against this motherfucker running a touchdown back. And then after everybody was so chicken shit to kick the fucking ball to him, they realized it didn't fucking work. You know what they started doing? They started using the next excuse. Like, oh, if you want to beat the best, you gotta play the best. We're going to put our special teams up against theirs, which was a fucking mistake. Oh, man, and I loved seeing that. You anybody remember that shit? Oh, man, those were the fucking days, man. Oh, them Lovey Smith days, man. Fuck yeah, dude. Limp Bizkit. That's kind of what that's what Fred Durst is like. It's like that same. He's like Devin Hester, man. He's a fucking Devin Hester. He's good at that. But this album was another good one. I completely forgot. I gotta get this onto my gotta get this one onto my iTunes. They got that the song that came on the extra side with Run DMC. Completely forgot about that. On this album, chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. And I don't know, I think one of the reasons at the time I probably didn't like it as much was because I feel like it came out soon after, and we could see it was the next year, from 99 to 2000. Even if one came out in January and the other one came out in fucking December, like that's like, you're still looking at within a calendar year that they had a second album come out. And maybe for me it seemed a little soon. I don't know. Maybe it seemed a little soon for me at that time. It may have. Maybe that's what part of it was. Let's see. Oh wow. Yeah. First guy with 100 speed and Madden. Yeah. Devin Hester, man. Devin Hester was the fucking man, bro. Like, like that, like those were like that, that shit was the best, man. Like the fucking the Bears defense too, dude. Like that shit was like off the fucking chain, dude. Like seriously, it was like, you know. And I remember people at the time, you know, comparing. It's like, yeah, I don't know, man, but comparing them back to the fucking '85 Bears, and you know what? I gotta say, they probably were that. They might have been better. I don't know that they were as maybe brutal. think they might have been better. The just like back in '85, like the defense literally won the fucking games, right? What was that? Yeah, was that in 90 was that the 85 Bears that like in a three games straight their defense, God, what was it? Their defense like gained, I can't remember how it was. Something like I want to say it was like gained more yards than they allowed. Gained more yards than they allowed for like 3 games straight or so. I can't, it was like some crazy stat like what would they even track that shit? Yeah. Yeah. It said that quarterback will never succeed in Chicago. Yeah. 2006, 2007 Super Bowl might have been the Ravens 2000. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, probably so. I think Ravens was 2000. But yeah, man, you know what? In those years, man, those Lovie Smith years, dude, like you know what? There was the year that Rex Grossman, that might have been, what was that? And we seen it, like we went to some of the games around that time too. I got to see, yeah, I actually got to see the Bears play the Vikings in Chicago at Soldier Field, and got to see them play the Vikings so we could say, because I was like, dude, we got to see them play the Vikings. I got to see them play fucking Adrian Peterson. Is this motherfucker that fast? You know what I mean? Like you see him like Adrian Peterson, dude. He's pretty badass. You got to see him. Like I was like, dude, he's pretty badass, dude. We still held his ass. He didn't have a great game, but he was pretty quick, man. He was quick. But yeah, man, like there was that year though that Rex Grossman got hurt like game number 1 or game number 2, and then Kyle Orton came in, fucking led the Bears the whole season. Rex Grossman sat out the whole fucking season. I think it was like the first game of the playoffs. They're like huh, playoffs. They they decided to put Rex Grossman in after he hadn't played all fucking season. They put him in the fucking first game after. I'm just like, dude, bro, this is when you keep Kyle Orton in. He marched the fucking Bears through the whole season, got them there to this game. And in the very fucking second that Rex Grossman is supposedly ready to go, hasn't fucking thrown a ball in a real life situation. Oh. Anyway. Colts Bears Super Bowl. Oh yeah. Don't get me started on that shit. That game started off great, didn't it? Let's fast forward a few years. Or rewind compared to what we're talking about. 2003, LimP Bizkit's Results May Vary. Results May Vary. This album was the first album that they came out and did after Wes Borland had left the band, after him and Fred Durst got into a little lover's quarrel. And so immediately what Fred Durst had done was he went out and made a whole album, a love letter about Wes Borland and how much he loved him. And yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people like to think that maybe the song Eat You Alive is about when Fred Durst was dating Britney Spears. But I'm pretty sure that this whole fucking album was about his love for Wes Borland. They ended up getting this this guitar player on there. What was this guy's name, man? What was this guy's name? I can't even remember. What this guy's, yeah, remember that guy? That guy right there on the end. Like what's he even do? And I gotta tell you, like this album's not bad. It's not what you're gonna get with Wes Borland there in the lineup, obviously. Mike Smith. Oh man, hell of a name to have when you're just like the guy just like coming in, and yeah. And look at even Lethal. Like Lethal, Lethal got to be older there, and even Lethal looked pretty young there. You know what I'm saying? Talking cultivator, or we're talking about the year after. Well, I'm not a Bears fan yet. Gotta take off. Have a great. All right, Trev. Have a good one, man. Have a good one. Yeah, Mike Smith. Mike Smith. Did Mike Smith ever go on to do anything? Ryan? Did he ever go on to do anything? I don't know, man. But this album right here, man, I really do like this album too. I really do like this album as well. Like I said, they don't have Wes Borland on it, and you can obviously tell that Wes Borland has a lot of the he brings a lot of what he brings. He brings that fucking flavor. You know what I mean? He brings that flavor to the band that just can't be replaced. And this album shows it, but this album still actually also shows that even without that, they still can get a lot done and accomplished with a Mike Smith, right? This one starting off with Re-Entry, going into Eat You Alive, which was, I believe, their first single off this one. Another good one. Give Me the Mic. Absolutely great album. Underneath the Gun. I fucking love that song, Underneath the Gun. Absolutely great song. Down Another Day, another good one. Almost Over. I love this song. Actually, another good one. Build a Bridge. Another good song. Red Light, Green Light. Now that one right there, like that was kind of like, okay, I mean, it's just got that whole Snoop flavor to it, and you either like it or you don't. I like the song, but it's like, if one of the songs on there, I could probably do without, but it's not terrible, but it's not great. The only one after that is another good one. Let Me Down, another good one. Lonely World, Lonely World is a great one too. Phenomenon, I fucking love that song, Phenomenon, as well. Like LimP Bizkit has a lot of these songs that just sound very, I don't know, man. Like, how would you say? And not even like anthemic, maybe. They sound almost like an anthem, man. Like fucking get you riled up, get you rowdy. Like Phenomenon is one of those songs on this album. Absolutely great. Creamer Radio is Dead is another good one. Head for the Barricade. If I'm not mistaken, that's the one with Head from Korn on there. Another good one. Behind Blue Eyes, good one, and Drown. Yeah, Behind Blue Eyes. I know they were talking about that one earlier, being one of their favorite cover songs. But yeah, absolutely good stuff, man. Absolutely good stuff. I love this. Again, it's not one of their best albums. It's their one album without Wes Borland. But I gotta tell you, this album, results may vary, is definitely one that, especially at the time, that I really do enjoy. It was not too soon after my father had died and everything, and I mean, it was probably within a year, and it was just, I was going through a lot and shit at that time as well. So like, there's a lot on this album that I really do enjoy. Most of this album I do enjoy. Like I said, it don't have Wes Borland on there, and you can certainly tell. They've got a Mike Smith. You can certainly tell they got a Mike Smith on this one, but it's good. It's good. Mike Smith, Victor Fernandez, thank you for being here. Says somebody can say to me when this album will come out, because I am anxious to hear. I don't know. We're guessing in probably like about a half hour. I don't know. I'm not sure when they're dropping it. East Coast time, West Coast time. Whenever they feel like it, like they're gonna be like Santa Claus and wait till you're asleep. I don't know, man. I don't know, Victor. I don't know. I wish I knew though. I wish I knew. Ryan Wiley says Mike Smith is the singer and guitarist of Shedding Light, previously known as Evolver. Oh, is that what he does now? Like, how long has he been doing that? Is that pretty much what he done since Limp Bizkit? Because like, I look at this dude in this album cover, and I'm like, he looks like he's probably one of like, he looked like he probably could front a band or something like man, I don't know, man. Yeah, that guy. Something probably definitely not Limp Bizkit style. maybe a little bit more of that. I don't know. Seemed to have a little bit more of that grungy style, you know, that whole Seattle feel to it. You know what? Around this time too, there was this band that came out, and this band was actually sorry for my English. No, you're all good. Yeah, you're all good. I'm from Brazil. Here it is. Oh, okay. For you, it's already midnight. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. All right. From Brazil, nice. No, you're all good. You're all good. But yeah, around the same time, this kind of remind me a band. I believe they actually came from Seattle, but they ended up hooking up with Josh Todd, who was the lead singer for Buck Cherry, and they put out an album, and it was just self-titled, called Josh Todd, and it was called You Made Me. We ended up seeing them a couple of times live. The first time we seen them was, God, was that with I want to say that was Josh Todd, Anthrax, Downset. It was at the Whiskey A Go Go down in Hollywood, and I want to say it might have been. Man, when would that have been? It might have been 02, 03. It was absolutely great too. But that was a band. I believe they were kind of together, and they ended up kind of for whatever reason, however, and hooking up with Josh Todd. I'm not sure that they went on to do anything after that. I believe they did. But it was really great that Josh Todd, and he did an album not too long ago as well. Josh Todd and the 10 Revolvers or some bullshit like that. Another good album. Like Josh Todd is really like, Josh Todd to me seems like the last of one of these old school like fucking like 1980s fucking sex, drugs, and rock and roll motherfuckers. You know, like kind of doing more like rock, maybe hard rock. And to me he seems like he's the last of that kind of dead probably breed of like I said, like the whole sex, drugs, and rock and roll thing. No, I wouldn't even say that he's like a hair band kind of guy, you know, and the all the glam band and all that bullshit, but he definitely has that whole Hollywood strip fucking vibe to him. Like you would have got out of like a Motley Crue back in the day, out of like a Guns N' Roses and shit. And Josh Todd, he was fucking great. He was great for that. I'm not really big into Buck Cherry, but they've got some good songs. They've got some good songs as well. I think one of their best albums is what was it called? 13, I think. It was a good album. But again, I mean, it's just it's different. It's different stuff. But yeah, Josh Todd, yeah, they did that album, and dude, that shit was great, and especially being down, especially when we seen them too. It was like I said, it was there in Hollywood, and it was at the Whiskey A Go Go, man, the world famous Whiskey A Go Go, and fucking Anthrax was there, fucking John Bush was there, fucking dude, it was fucking great, man. They blew the roof off that place, but Downset was there as well, and God, man, I hadn't seen Downset in fucking years. Yeah, Downset was awesome too, man. They were really good too. Yeah. A lot of good times. But then God, Results May Vary was about 2000, what did we say? 2003? 2003. When Results May Vary came out. And then God, you know, I realized, I'm not sure if I misplaced it or what, but The Unquestionable Truth, I couldn't find the disc. But The Unquestionable Truth, fast forward a couple years later, ends up coming out. This album is fucking great. The Unquestionable Truth is probably, I gotta be honest, I think The Unquestionable Truth might be one of my favorite fucking LimP Bizkit albums, and I cannot tell you how much I absolutely love $3 Bill, y'all. I cannot tell you how much I absolutely love Significant Other. I can't express the deep appreciation I have for chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water. I cannot tell you how dearly I hold results may vary dear to my heart. But the unquestionable truth is fucking balls to the wall, fucking start to finish, absolutely great. The album starts off from start to finish. It kind of has this whole feel of unease and unsettling, and it's kind of a theme of the album, and it's so fucking fitting in this album. And it's one of their albums that is definitely a different feel from anything else they've fucking done before and since. But the unquestionable truth, part 1, is probably the best LimP Bizkit album, track for track, pound for pound, for what it did. I mean, you start off with The Propaganda, an absolutely great fucking song, then rolls right into The Truth, another great song. Then The Priest, oh my god, right? The Priest, man, that's one of those ones, like, it's kind of, like I said, it's got, like, this whole album's got that feel to it. It feels unsettling. It feels very kind of invasive at the same time. When I listen to it, like, it gets me riled up and shit. I mean, like I said, starting off with Propaganda, you know what I mean? Then they rolling right into The Truth, and then Priest, it gets me there. And The Key, you know, God, I mean, that's probably one of the shortest songs on here. What is like, it's short as hell, where he's just kind of sitting there doing his little funk thing, but it kind of rolls right into that same kind of thing where it gets into the next track, The Channel, which is a fucking great song. Just kind of like, again, I feel like this whole album is almost like a concept album, because it feels like this whole album has a very strong message from start to finish. And the feel and the vibe of this album is absolutely fucking great. I love it. Because then after The Channel, you roll right into The Story. Yeah, The Story, which, God, dude. The Story. This is, again, another one of those songs that they seem to have, and they seem to get on every album. It sounds very fucking huge, anthemic. Seems like almost like a call to arms, right? It's got that feel to it. It gets you fucking hyped up, pumped up, riled up, ready to fuck some shit up. That's what The Story is. So what about the hardcore that ain't hard anymore? All the, yeah, dude. God damn, dude. Fucking great. And then it ends with The Surrender. That even with what the song is, it still kind of has that feeling, that unsettling feeling of unease. It still feels a little invasive. It still feels a little irritating, a little stressful, like this whole damn album. And it's great. Fuck, it's great. Like I said, it's one of those albums where I really do feel from start to finish, like he really had a larger message and everything. And like I said, like we were saying earlier, even when Fatal J was here, it's not the biggest, the greatest fucking, Fred Durst isn't the biggest, the greatest there is in the world, but when he does these things, when he really has something to say, because I do believe in a lot of his music, he really does have a message in there and shit that he's saying. But this fucking album of all of them is absolutely start to finish, pound for fucking pound, minute for minute, second for second, beat for fucking beat, their best album. The Unquestionable Truth Part 2. Part 1, I mean. Part 1. We did. Sorry, I was thinking about earlier. The guys like, we need The Unquestionable Truth Part 2. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Like I said, and just even like the album covers out, everything about it, just like it's got like I said, it's got that very, man, it's got that feel to it. Just fucking good. You know what I mean? Like, there are times when I actually need to listen to this album. Like, I need it. I need that feel that it's got to it. Because like it reminds me of like sometimes I really feel like I need to listen to Head PE's Only in America, and other great fucking album that seems like it has this really big feeling and like a bigger message to it, just like kind of full of songs. It's like I don't know, really great. But the unquestionable truth is definitely, unquestionably, Limp Bizkit's one, like I said, one of my favorite albums. I think it's probably their best one because it has that overall feel to it that feels larger. It feels like there's really a message throughout this whole album, start to finish. And it's one of those albums that just stands the fucking test of time, man. And just go listen to it. Just go listen to it. It's a fucking classic album. Let's see what everybody else is saying here. I really like Creamer and Lonely World. Yeah, Lonely World's a fucking great one. I love Lonely World. Lonely World is a good one. I really do like Lonely World. Yeah, and Creamer, Creamer's another good one. Stephen Brown Art, thank you so much for being here. It was like a lot like Rage Against the Machine. I guess you could kind of say that. Rage is another one of those bands like. They went to like they had the whole activist thing about them and all that bullshit. But their first two albums, man, Rage Against the Machine, were fucking fire. Fucking fire, man. Yeah. Another day, another night inside this lonely world. Yeah. Another game, another fight. Yeah. To me, Lonely World is so good. The best song in this album. Yeah, like I said, Lonely World is definitely one of the best ones. One of the better ones on there. But like I said, like that next song, Phenomenon, I love that. Like you know what? Like I said, this album came out in a time in my life like this album results may vary. Came out of my like there was a lot going on in my life at the time. Like I said, just the year before in 2002, my father had died. I was going through a lot personally. I was out here. I'd only been living out here in Southern California for about 2 years. A little over a year. A little over a year at that time. Maybe 2 years. 2003. Yeah, 2003. Maybe about 2 years. But there's just a lot going on in my life, and like this album was like one. Like I said, there's a lot on that album that I really things that I do hold dear. But Phenomenon, I think Phenomenon is one for me that I absolutely love. That I absolutely love on this album. But Under the Gun also. Under the Gun is probably my other favorite album on there. And then everyone found out Rage Against the Machine was really about rage for the machine. For right, Chad? Yeah, for real. For statist sons of bitches. Like, oh man, for real though, for real. We want our freedom. Except, you know what? Put on. No, we're not going there. We're not going there. Air Spider 23, my man, what is up? How are you doing? Just here flapping my gums about some Limp Bizkit. Why am I going this long? I have no fucking clue, man. I have no fucking clue. Hey man, do you think that this album gonna have hard riff? I hope so, man. I hope so, cause dude, I'm telling you, like, dude, as well as I do, who does it better than Wes Borland, right? Wes Borland is the fucking man, bro. Wes Borland's the man. Erectile Dysfunction, the band shirt. Yes. What's up, Steve McCann? How you doing? But yeah, I do think so, Victor Fernandez. I think so, man. I think we all know like Stampede the Disco Elephants, whatever happened to that album, and just kind of everything that's happened in between. Like I think there's, you know what? I have a feeling, especially it's been a fucking decade since they came out with an album. It's been a decade since Gold Cobra. When they said it's been 10 years since they came out with an album, I was like, holy shit. How much gray has gotten in my, like, 10 years, like, my kids were barely fucking born 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, holy shit, man. Like, Gold Cobra came out when my kids were fucking babies. One of them might not even, god dang, man. One of them might have not even been alive yet. I have to check the release date. But yeah, dude, like that's crazy. Since Gold Cobra? And this is another good one. It starts off with Intro, bruh. And then Bring It Back. Dude, Bring It Back. Kind of just had that. kind of had that hard, kind of heavy feel to it, right? And then Gold Cobra. Gold Cobra. This track had that, like, I don't even know how to explain this. It had that feel kind of like, it had like that groove to it. Like, yeah, I don't even know like how to explain that one. I mean, it seems like it's like, it seems very like kind of like very like significant other, but like a little bit on that heavier edge. And Shark Attack. Get a Life, dude. I fucking love the song Get a Life. The song is fucking great. Again, they always have these songs that just kind of get you really, like, they get you there, man. They really get, they give you that punch that like kind of get you hyped up. And I think Get a Life is definitely that song. And then it rolls right into Shotgun too, which is another one of those fucking songs too that's just absolutely great. Shotgun is fucking, I just like I just love that. It's got that groove to it too, you know. It's kind of got that, like, you know, what you gonna do when you're sitting all alone in the... Yeah, dude, it's fucking great, man. I fucking love it. I love it. And then jumps into Douchebag. Douchebag, another good one. Let's see, what's after Douchebag? Walking Away. Walking Away, another great song as well. Like I said, you know, like a lot of the times these albums, like these, like a lot of the times when these albums come out, you know, and that's kind of what it is. You kind of make memories with songs and albums and shit anyway. And Walking Away, there was like some shit going on that I had going on as well. Just kind of personally, that kind of like the song was like, yeah, like fuck yeah. And it kind of helps set a tune for that kind of shit. You know what I mean? Like, it helps you remember these things. And then it goes into Loser. Which one is Loser? Okay, yeah, Loser. Oh yeah, because then after Loser is auto tunage. I'm a loser. Yeah. And then auto tunage. Again, auto tunage. Another one of those songs that they just seem to know how to do, that just gets you to just like kind of like, yeah, like I don't know, man. It's got that fucking Limp Bizkit thing to it, right? Auto tunage, fucking great. It's just like, it makes you just want to just get you fucking hyped up. I'm ready to go. Then 90 to 10, another good one. Why Try? Very, I don't know. Like I said, it's like when you get into Limp Bizkit, they just have that sound. Their sound, what they do, and it's written over a lot of this album too. Killer in You. I'd say that this one's a little bit different, but still very much within their vein of what they're known for doing. Back Porch. Like what's with this song? Like this is another one of those songs. Like, how do you like I'm gonna get you on the back porch. Come on, sit on the back porch. Sit on the back porch. Like what the fuck? Like what? But it's such a catchy fucking tune and song. It's just good. Like Fatal J was saying earlier, they're like, Fred, they're kind of mediocre, and like this is one of those songs where he proves it. Back Porch is one of those songs where he proves that mediocrity fucking works, and you can do it. You can do it. My Own Cobain. That's a good one. Angels, good one. Middle Finger with Paul Wall. It's all right. Like I said, this album kind of trails like, I'd say after Back Porch, obviously My Own Cobain, Angels, Middle Finger, just kind of, yeah, you know, I don't know. But Gold Cobra, just like, it's another good album and fits right in there with that fucking catalog of Limp Bizkit and just how great they are. Right? I'm telling you, I have a deep love and admiration for this band. Like I said, I've been there since day one. Victor Fernandez. I'm not sure if you were here earlier when I was showing this off. Got this cassette single of Limp Bizkit from this is from 1996 when they were on their first tour with Korn. This cassette tape has tracks. These 3 tracks right here. Before DJ Lethal's not even on these. He's not even on this tape right here. He's not even, DJ Lethal's nowhere on here. His name's not on here or anything. But yeah, you probably missed that earlier. But yeah, good stuff. Let's see. What do you, I mean, do you think this, if, LimP Bizkit signed our local, LimP Bizkit signed our only local band to really show up, Stained. Oh, where you from here, Spider? Because I know Stained. Well, I mean, I don't know them, but I mean, I know Stained. Yeah, like when they came out as well, good band. Like their first, I would say their first two albums, I really did like. Their first two albums, I really did like. Victor says, man, one song that I don't like, didn't like, but today I guess, amazing is Gold Cobra. Yeah, I like Gold Cobra. Like it's got that kind of like, I don't know. It's just kind of like, I feel like that's just the way, like I don't know. It's just, it's got that whole Limp Bizkit feel to it, man. Like, cause like Bring It Back too. I mean, it's like a good intro to the album. Then he rolls into Gold Cobra. It's like, I don't know. It's got that feel to it. But man, do you think that don't exist more? How create things new in genre new metal? Yeah, I'm not really sure there's really any other new metal kind of bands left. You know, like I mean, I guess Korn's still around. They're still doing the thing. Like I think after Korn's second like self-titled album or untitled album or whatever, I think I really pretty much dropped off around that time. I remember when Head split from the band. Brian Welch, when he split from the band, he went out and did his own solo thing. I got the book and everything as well, but he did his own. He did that solo album. I actually went. I got to see him at the Whiskey A Go Go. I went and seen. I went and seen that show with Brian Head Welch. I want to say maybe I can't remember if I seen them 2 times or just the one time, but it was a good damn show. It was a damn good show. Shotgun got a lot of did Shotgun get a lot of airtime? I didn't know that, but yeah, it's a good one because I don't really listen to the radio. But yeah, Shotgun is a good one. I didn't know, but yeah, Shotgun, it's got like it's pop with the shotgun, pop with the shotgun. Yeah, what you gonna do when you're sitting all alone in the yeah, in your empty ass throne with the motherfucking soda? Pop with the shotgun. Yeah, Shotgun is a dope song, but I think that they had that work more this song because the riff song is dope. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like I said, it's got that feel. It's like, yeah, what you gonna do when you yeah. And that's kind of funny. Like I'm not even trying to make fun of like me and my friends. We did an album a while back. Back when I first moved out, it would have been like circa 2001, 2002. And we did a song on there, and I actually kind of did this song with like doing my best Fred Durst on there. But yeah, what you gonna do when you're sitting all alone in there? Oh man, and believe me, I fucking love Limp Bizkit, dude. They're great. Countdown to Halloween. Yes, almost there. Ryan McCann says I don't didn't know LB was gone. To be honest, now they're back, huh? Oh, well, they're back with a new album. But yeah, I mean, like 10 years. Come on, Brian. 10 years. It's a long time. Most of their albums came out within the first 10 years of their existence. Most of their, because like if even this cassette single I got, but their first album came out in '97. And then you go and you think about The Unquestionable Truth, Part 1 came out in 2005. That's most of their albums right there. They only had, after that, they only had Gold Cobra come out. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, they're back. I guess you could say they're back. Yeah. 10 minutes to go, my dudes. $3 bill, yeah. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Counterfeit Pollution. New album drops in 10 minutes according to people in the LB Underground Discord. Nice. Most looking forward to on the new album is Out of Style, Dirty Rotten Biscuit. Alright, yeah, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Alright. Lucas Texvenger is back. Right on, man. How you doing? How you doing this evening, man? I signed Spotify just to hear new album. Come on, bring it on. Oh, okay, you signed up for Spotify? Yeah, nice. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Anyone else get else? You know what? I didn't like Head PE their first few kind of albums, but when Head PE came in and they did, I think I think that's what it was like they broke out of their shell and Only in America. When Only in America came out, it's like they just said fuck it. You know what I mean? They said fuck it. Like I hope Fred Durst is getting ready to do on this album. They came out and they said fuck it, man. We don't give a fuck. And they came out on Only in America. And I was talking, you must have, yeah, you just got back. I was talking about this earlier. Only in America is one of those albums, start to finish, gets me fucking hyped up and riled up, dude. Like Only in America is like a fucking, it's like the soundtrack of my life. You know what I mean? I feel like that way so many times. Your pussy band sounds just like shit. You're not punk rock. You're more like a punk trick. You corporate motherfuckers all suck a dick. I'm an anti-motherfucking social independent. Fuck the wife. I'm not gonna be you, buy you, sell you, suck you, pig. Fuck the world. You're a lost consumer. You. Yeah, anyway. I'm probably gonna get a content claim for that shit. Yeah. Buy you, sell you, fuck you, pig. You sold your soul, your life to Cosmo, in love with the name tag. How about his toe tag? You got raped by the federal TV, and the federal TV got raped by the FCC. Oh, anyway, sorry. See, I'm like, you got me there. Why'd you say it? Why'd you have to bring it back up, Lucas Texvenger? Yeah! Woo! Damn, man. You got me all hyped up. Staindall went to school and performed in Springfield, Massachusetts before being signed. Nice, all right. I didn't know where they were from. Yeah, they've got some good songs. They've got some good songs. Like that first album, that first Stained album, I loved that first Stained album. It just had that harder feel to it. I liked it. And then it kind of mellowed out after that, which is fine, you know, whatever. Yeah. Let's see. Talk about the new album now, my dudes. It's not out yet. You know you're old when your School Days music are on the classic music stations. Oh, yeah, tell me about it, dude. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. Like 5 minutes to go. Let's go. 2 minutes now, man. 2 minutes now. Shit. I didn't even plan on going this late, but people like you kept me going this late, kept me that hyped up. God damn it. Kept me that hyped up, goddammit. Do they have an NFT of this shit dropping on VV so I can get it? Can I get the LimP Bizkit fucking album on VV? Crips and Legends went up to 340. Nice, Stephen Brown. Nice. I'm here again, so I'm saluted. I forgot you were streaming. Went to eat, forgot. Nice. Doing well for wifey and I just got back to Texas from Boston. Okay. Today, nice. I asked you earlier, but I was probably behind on the chat, and yeah. Nice. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Loaded up on the biggest album in 10 minutes, 10 years, dropping in 2 minutes, yeah. What if someone gave Steve Rogers a heart-shaped bird from Black Panther? Thoughts, Trinity? I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I think that it was probably the Power Stone that fell to Earth, landed in Wakanda, enriched the soil like we see in the beginning of Black Panther, and it enriched the soil. And I think through that enriching the soil, I think what it did not only created the purple herb, but I also think that that's what helped create the vibranium. I think that's what helped create the vibranium there. And I think that's what it is. Because, and you know, now I'm starting to hear people talk about it, but the stones, I believe the stones are really only what they did, is only the power of the gods, basically. Even Red Skull said it. But the thing is it's the power of the gods. It's just basically like, remember they were talking about the cosmic microwave, background radiation. I believe all these things when the Big Bang happened and the stones were forged, I think they were just forged to be able to harness the power of each one. I believe all those powers can be replicated. We seen Dr. Arnim Zola Hell Hydra do it back in 1943 before Tony Stark reinvented it later. Anyway, making me nerd out and shit. KKK, this is crazy, man. Oh man, it's time! It's time, motherfucker! Let's see. Let's see! Okay. You better have it on here, you sons of... Don't you fail me today. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Haha. All right, it's out. It's out. All right, you know what? I better not do. I better not do this. You guys are tempting. You guys are tempting me into hell. I'm gonna get a content claim. I'm gonna get a content claim. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna end the stream. I'm gonna listen to it. Hell yeah, I'm pumped, says Paul Blankenship. Hell yeah. I saw Aaron Lewis live. Acoustic in New Bedford, Massachusetts. Oh, nice, nice. Hell yeah. I guess live band close to Boston. There's probably my fellow masshole. That's funny. Get out. Yeah, it's out. It's out now. I was never a fan of Aaron Lewis because of his local fans were kids on dope, not reefer. Oh, all right. Yeah. I did it all for the Nookie was a bot. Yeah. Yeah. It's your favorite Marvel comic? My favorite Marvel comic? Oh, I know what you're tricking me into there. I know what you're tricking me into there, you son of a... You're going to get me on a rant for about 10 minutes about Black Widow No Restraints play. It's been done before, Jordan Dykstra. All right. All right, yeah. Oh, come on, man. All right, let's get this over. Let's get this over with. We're listening to a new LimP Bizkit album. That's what I've got on right now. Okay. I used to blare out the lyrics to Nick, with my sister. It was awkward, but awesome. Yeah. I was on spot. Yeah, I didn't say I'm listening. Sorry, I'm listening. I'm listening to it right now. It's fucking yeah, yeah. King is. Oh damn! I wish I had a system to listen this to right now. See that whole thing West Borland does, man. Like, yeah, only content claim. Yeah, yeah, but you can still get shadow banned. You're like, if you do it a lot, like your channel can get shadow banned. Like they won't push you out or anything if you care about that kind of shit. Just count the strikes as spins and let everyone play whatever music they choose. Yeah, unfortunately they can't. No, I just found a YouTube channel that has Reefer. That's funny. They already got it uploaded already. Oh, I'm not to track 2 yet. I'm not to track 2 yet. I got started a little late. Listen to it now in the background. Nice. Yeah. See, like this, it's like one of those times I wish I had the CD in my hand so I could sit here and I could fucking take this thing out and I could sit here and I could read through the little book and everything. I wish I could do that. Serious chocolate software CD for other West Borland vibes. Yeah, yeah. I like what West was doing there in the first album, first song. I'm on track 2 now. I'm on track 2. Wonder if I can. Have to go through the little book on. Have to go through the little book on Wikipedia right now. That's funny. Here, I wonder if I can. I think I can do this thing on here. Oh yeah, I think right here. Oh, whoops. All right. Here, I think. Um. Oh, come on. Come on, what's going on here? Stop messing with me. Why are you messing with me here? Should have just left it alone. Dang it. Should have just left it alone. Alright. Now I'm on track 3. But I'm going back and listening to track 2 again. Listen to track 2 again because that kind of happened right there in the middle of the song. LimP Bizkit featuring Method Man and Redman is one of my favorite songs. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah. He's just not the same anymore. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, there's not new bands. Yeah. Yeah. This song, Dirty Rotten Biscuit definitely has that fucking LimP Bizkit sound to it all the way. That. I love anything Method Man, Redman. Yeah. See, when Wes does those little things like. Yeah. Good shit. Yeah, this definitely, like. I need to get some water. Oh man, I can't even leave for a minute because like you guys don't have like it's dead air. It's dead air. Yeah. It's I'm listening to it on Apple Music. All right. Now I'm on track 3. Now get this man some. I know, right? I need some water. I need a snack. I need some food, man. I'm hungry. Dad vibes. I'm digging it. I like it. It's gonna take time though too. Like I'm gonna have to take and listen to this while I'm out doing. while I'm out doing some bike rides or something. While I'm out riding. Spend some time with it really like. Yeah. You know what? Yeah, it's released. Here, matter of fact, why don't you guys chill for a minute? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Dude, this song was this track number 4 called Turn It Up, Bitch. This is a good one. Turn It Up, Bitch. This is great. It's a good one. Yeah. So I should put ranch on my salad, guys. No. You should be able to eat that salad without the dressing. If it's good. If it's a good salad. Now, our first track was a good one too, huh? Oh. Don't Change. What we got here? Yeah. Well, not on the stream. I can't play it. Max, I can't play it for you to listen to. Otherwise, I get a copyright claim. I probably probably just a copyright claim. So I'm just listening to it while I'm sitting here flopping my gums and eating some grapes. I was, for like the first hour and a half of this stream, I was flapping my gums talking about LimP Bizkit, their album, showing off all my memorabilia, I guess. Thank you for being here. No, Landon. No, Landon. Absolutely not. You're living in the past, man. I take it you're eternal. I take it you're talking about Don't Change. Something can't be repeated, Landon. It was just a moment. I'm on Don't Change right now. I still gotta listen to the rest. Eternal, right? It's just terrible. I'm fucking sucks. Yeah. Yes, Landon. See, you guys sound like you're feeling like exactly like I did, like when Chocolate Starfish came out. Chocolate Starfish was an album like when it came out, I was like but now I love it. I can say it may take a while for it. Like right here, I'd say there's these two songs so far that kind of like a little slower, yeah. I'm out. I'm on. You're bringing out the worst in me. Like I'm gonna go. Yeah, and like for me, one of the things I like to do is I like to listen to albums while I'm out riding my bike, or like when I used to commute for work. Just a good time to sit down and really spend time with an album. But I certainly get the fact of not liking it as much right now. Like I said, I even thinking about back in the day, Pantera when they came out with like when Reinventing the Steel came out from Pantera. I remember listening to Reinventing the Steel, like yeah, it's all right, but like it's not Pantera, man. Like it's got to be fucking Pantera, and it wasn't that. But listening to it now, I'm like, it's a great fucking album. Reinventing the Steel is a great fucking album, but it's not far beyond driven. It's not um uh vulgar display of power, you know what I mean? Hell, it's not even the Great Southern Trendkill. Wookie. Southern Biscuit, Family Values 98, I think, Counterfeit. Yeah. Yeah. I'm now on Love to Hate. Love to Hate. The big dumb face for Westmoreland. Right? That's funny. I think they're gonna have like a second album come out. Barnacle. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you know what? There you go. Almost like a teaser album. I see what you're saying. Yeah. I also see who was it earlier said it sounds like a bunch of interludes. It does. It does sound like a bunch of interludes. He announced his album Thursday, right? As far as I know, I think so. Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah, I would hope Stampede of the Disco Elephants was going to be better. This song Barnacle's not bad, but it don't even really sound like a Limp Bizkit style song. It don't even sound like a Bizkit style song. Barnacle. It's a good one, but it don't sound like a Bizkit style song. I'm on Empty Hole now. No, I don't think they would do that. Ross Robinson needs to produce the album. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. in the style Bloodhound Gang. That's hilarious, dude. You're probably talking about Empty Hole here. That's for sure. All right, where we at now? Pill Popper. pill popper now. Oh, what about Terry Date? They brought him to the plate and they made it sound great. they're departing out with the middle finger to everybody. Oh, man. It's certainly the unquestionable truth. You could be right, Eternal. Because, I mean, that would seem weird not to promote it. But at the same time, the way things are these days, it almost seemed like a waste to promote something, put a lot of money into it, at the same time, you know? Okay, now I'm on Snacky Poo. This one's Snacky Poo's good. But again, it sounds like you were saying earlier, like an interlude, like. Yeah. Nah. I think last track. Oh, no. I'm going to say last track getting ready to come up in a minute. A 1 out of 100. And what's this all about? This little kind of skit they did after Snacky Poo. Oh, you wanna Ryan Wiley? You want to talk about? Something to listen to if you're feeling kind of goofy? You gotta listen to Mike Patton's adult themes for voice. Sawyer, you're not wrong. Is this a boy band song? Goodbye sounds like a boy band song. Oh, what song is he talking shit to Eminem on? Johnny on the spot, what is up? Yeah, I doubt Eminem cares. How you doing, Johnny? Just listening to the new LimP Bizkit album. Talking about it. Dragging it through the mud. Goodbye. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely not their best work. Definitely not their best work, that's for sure. Is there any argument to that? Is there anybody that wants to argue that this isn't their best work? Do you? Do you want to argue that this isn't their best work? Do you want to argue that? Or do you want to argue that this isn't their best? Because I'll argue with you. This isn't their best work. Of course, we were just talking about that before the album dropped, where I was talking about their best work was The Unquestionable Truth, Part 1. As long as I know. Yeah. I'll be back and let you know. Yeah. Yeah, it's it's not that good. Like, I'm gonna listen to it a couple of more times. But right now, definitely not really feeling it. A couple of tracks are okay. And who was it earlier was saying like kind of feels like there's a bunch of interludes on here, and it does kind of feel like that. That's probably they don't intend to do their best work anymore. Yeah, that's true. That's true though. That's true. That's true. But you know what it is, Ryan? I think possibly the worst album of all time. No, that's not true. Believe me, I've heard way worse than this. But you know what, Ryan? They need to come back and bring us the Unquestionable Truth Part 2. We do need that. That would be great. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here. I was going to say let me know how you feel about the album down in the comments below, but I think everybody that's been here in the live chat, that's been here hanging out and being awesome, has pretty much let us know exactly how they feel about it down in the live chats below. In case you can't tell. Not a warm reception for this latest outing by LimP Bizkit. But hey, you know what? I guess it doesn't really matter because we got plenty of great albums before this to listen to. We can still go back and listen to Gold Cobra, Results May Vary, Chocolate Starfish, The Unquestionable Truth Part 1, Significant Other, $3 Bill, y'all. We can still go back and listen to all these great albums that they've already put out for us. After we give this one another couple listens and let it settle in, maybe a decade down the line, I'll feel better about it. And I'll be like, hey, you know what? This album's pretty good. I mean, maybe not. Definitely not. Yeah, the album does say still sucks. You know what? And that's true. That's true. So, I mean, maybe you guys are right. Maybe this all was a joke. Maybe it was done just as a joke. Yeah. Unquestionable Truth Part 1 was the shit. Yeah, it's the best one. The best one. Possibly the worst album of all time. That's just funny though. That's funny. What was the hate where we talked about? Oh, is that the one where we're talking about Eminem? Oh, okay. All right. That's funny. I'll have to go back and listen. I'll have to go back and listen to it again. Thanks a lot. No, I'm kidding. But thank you all so much for being here today. You all have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you all in the next video or live stream. Later.